Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today our group will be presenting on case 4, which is swimming in a blue ocean, the case of Sempoy Bak. Our group's name is Sunflower. We have 6 members and my name is Fatin Batrisha binti Shahabuddin, matrix number 257085. So we will start with the introduction. The company's name for this case is GB Raha Trading, which is in Kedah, where they produce healthy milk drinks. The healthy milk drinks was named as Sempoy Bak, where they produce dates milk, dates latte, and coca milk. One of the main focus for this company is that they want to produce the best dates milk in the market. So a little bit on the history of this company was that they started as a small home business where they only produce 20 bottles per day. And then they found a better location where they can produce up to 300 bottles per day. And then now they found a location which is in Giat Mara building where they can produce about 1000 bottles daily. So in this case, this company is searching for ways or strategies that can make this business operation to become more sustained, increase profits, and other important things that can be done for this business. So in this presentation, we will explain on the issues, solutions, and questions that has been addressed by Mr. Rafiq. So Mr. Rafiq is the main and only character for this case, where his full name is Ahmad Rafiq bin Muda. He was the founder and owner of GB Raha Trading. He has experiences and business knowledges, where he was the business executive in Maybank, executive in GLC, and business development unit in Kumpulan Ladang Perbadanan Kedah. So based on these experiences and knowledges, he became more confident enough to start his first business, which was the fresh food mart. But unfortunately, the business came to a failure because poor partners' commitment and poor location. Where then he started this business, which is this company, GB Raha Trading. Okay, so that's all for my part, and I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Khadijah Hanum binti Muhammad Ismail 256659. I will present on the issue in the Sempoy Bak, which is poor marketing techniques. As we know that the Sempoy Bak have the high intensity of rivalry, they will need to face a competition from the other similar companies that sold a same product like them, such as Farm Fresh, Summerfield, and Good Day. This will given the effect to the Sempoy Bak that they will hard to attract the customers and their sales will remain stagnant. As the present Sempoy Bak marketing, they use the word of mouth campaigns to promote their product. Besides, they're also using social media by uploading their photos and videos of the products in the Facebook and also Instagram. They're doing a paid review to the Insta famous. They promote their product in the Instagram. They're given a free sample testing during the exhibition and at the booth of the agent shop to promote their products. And they're also given a free sample testing during they promote their products at the Kedah FM radio. The another issues that happen in the sample bag is the sample bag have the lack of the financial performance. So this sample bag need to maintain their cash flow and need to pay the expenses. The Mr. Rafiq had managed all the matters that relate to the finance, accounting, and also the business. As we know that the Sempoy Bak happened a loss in year 2015 to 2016, as many agents returned their products to their company. The Sempoy Bak need to have a good of the financial performance because they need to pay expenses that consist of the variable cost and the fixed cost that have the same amount that need to pay every month. So they require many money and they need to increasing their sales every year. Even though Mr. Rafiq had attended many financial courses and has assisted by the Fauzi Ahmad, who is a newly employee that settled up that everything on the finance. And also the sample part has used a Microsoft Excel during to do the finance, but the sample bar is required to have a good financial performance to be a better company.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. My name is Nur Ashiki Binti Abdullah. So for today, I'm going to discuss to you regarding for the issue that are mentioned in the cases. So like you can see in the video, right, my friends already explained to you regarding for a few of the issue. So for my part, I will cover the three last of the issue that are highlighted in the cases. What are those three issues? So here we can see right in the picture below, I will provide to you the three of the issue that I will cover. For the first one is referring for the agent's problems. Second one is referring for the limitations of the machine's operations hour, and last one is referring for the substitutes products. Okay, let's go through one by one. For the first one is referring for the agent's problem. So basically what talks in terms of the agent's problem, like mentioned in the cases, the Mr. Rafiq hires 40 of the agents to market the product, and also each of the agents they pays the commissions. So 95% of the agent is a part-time worker, and also it's very difficult for Mr. Rafiq to get the commitments from the agents. So that's why the issue is arise because of the agent, they are required to have the highest of the commission. So it's become the problem. For the seconds of the problems that are related also with the agents, like stated in the cases, between 2015 to the 2016, where we have the agents, right, the Mr. Rafiq, they are facing a losses due to the lack of the care of the agents regarding the products that they are market. So in these cases, where the agent, they are keep the products in a wrong of the temperature. So also the product is a damage. So that's why Mr. Rafiq are facing a losses. For a seconds of the problem is related with the in terms of the we have limitations, machines operations hour. So like stated in the cases, the company they only using one of the machine. So this machine it can produce 500 bottles of the milks, and also with the 500 milliliter per day, and also they can operate only twice a day. So that's why it's become the problems for during for a certain of the festivals. Let's mention in the cases which is we have a Ramadan, means that during Ramadan the demand is too high. So that's why the company they cannot fulfill all of the demand because of the limitations machines operations hour. And then for the last of the problem is related for the substitutes product. Okay, for the substitutes products means that a company means that we have another of the company selling a same of the products, means a same of the products but it's with a difference of the brands. So these cases, right, the substitutes products to the Mr. Rafiq's of the product is referring for Dutch lady, we have fern leaf, we have marigolds or something like that. So that's why it's become the problem. Instead people buy the Mr. Rafiq's product, people will choose the in terms of the we call it as the famous of the brand, like so the Dutch lady. So that's why that is the becomes the problems. So I think that's all for my part. Thank you.
My name is Azahira binti Muhammad Azhar, 255561. I will explain two of the issues faced by JV Raha Trading, and one of them is regarding the employee's salary. The company had 5 staff and each of them was assigned a different task. Two of the staff, Majid Ali and Jalil Khan, were involved in production, while the other two were responsible for sales and delivery, which are Najibman and Asif Ilman. And also another one was a newly appointed staff, Fauzi Ahmad, that managed all the matters related to marketing. Initially, the staff received their salary by daily basis, but after 6 months of operation, Mr. Rafiq decided to pay them by monthly basis. Usually, a 6-month period could determine whether they were serious in working or not, since some of the employees worked for a short period. They demanded a higher salary, whereas Mr. Rafiq only operated a small and medium business. He can only offer 1,100 as outlined in the Malaysian government's wage policy. He could not offer higher than that due to the lack of financial resources. This is one of the reasons why the staff give less commitment in their work. Another issue is rivalry among competitors. Although JV Raha Trading was still new in the market, they faced a stiff competition from other similar local and multinational companies that are already in the market, that are already exist, like Farm Fresh, Summerfield, and Good Day. However, Mr. Rafiq realized that they have a competitive advantage over the competitors where they have a natural and pure taste of kurma milk, latte milk, and coca milk, where there were no preservatives in the products produced. He guaranteed for the best quality of raw material used and also the best supplier for the product, which is Good Day brand, because they want to maintain the quality of his product and the good taste of the product produced. Mr. Rafiq realized that without an effective strategy, the products would not be able to attract customers and sales would remain stagnant. In order to overcome this problem, he planned to hire a special consultant for the marketing matters when more financial resources available. If in terms of financial resources, he could not compete with the other competitors, he could not afford to pay the high term of payment to market his products at supermarkets and hypermarkets as set by them. Although he already had 5 years experience in food and beverage industry, he faced difficulties in competing with other companies due to the limited resources, poor access to distribution channels, and insufficient capital.
Assalamualaikum. Hi and very good morning to our lecturer and my fellow friends. My name is Najwa Ashrani binti Mahfud. My metric number is 255372. Okay, I will proceed with the alternative solution for the problem that my friend has mentioned before. Okay, for the first problem, which is the financial problem. Financial problem that Mr. Rafiq faced is normal for the new business in the industry. One of the solution is to change the business structure, which is from sole proprietorship to partnership business. As we know, if the ownership of the business is only one person, the capital is limited and the idea and knowledge is quite limited. So, when Mr. Rafiq expand the business to partnership form, he will get more capital, more knowledge and more idea. So, I think this is a good solution for financial problem that Mr. Rafiq faced. The second problem that Mr. Rafiq need to deal with is the demand for a higher salary from the employee. There are two solutions for this problem, which is the first one is to give bonus to the good employee. Mr. Rafiq can also offer a non-cash benefit, such as he can give discount coupon or point for the employees each time they buy the product from the business. Next is to promote the best employee for a better position in the organization. By having a better position in the organization, the employee will feel that they have responsible in the business. The third problem is the lack of commitment from the agent. Since most of the agent is part-timer, they maybe think they have no engagement with the company. So, I think one of the best solution is to appoint new agent from each state. This new agent from each state can appoint sub-agent under them. Maybe this sub-agent will think they have a good leader, so they will increase their sale. Next is to make a program such as motivational program for the agent or the sub-agent. This program can start with an introduction from Mr. Rafiq how he built this company. I think when the agent and the sub-agent know about the success story about Mr. Rafiq build this company, they will feel motivated.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Farah Noain. So I'll be presenting the recommended solution, implementation and justification for another 3 issues, which is first, rivalry among competitors, second, limited operation machine hours, and also poor marketing techniques. So let's start. Alright, first, the rivalry among competitors. So the biggest challenge that Mr. Rafiq's company facing is the competition among other existing local products and also multinational companies in the market, such as Farm Fresh, Good Day, Summerfield, Dutch Lady, and also Marigold. So as we know, the company is still a new entrant in the market. So Mr. Rafiq was aware of the obstacle that they need to face in order to compete with other potential rivals and also as well as the future players. So due to low entry barriers, the rivals could easily flood the marketplace at any time. Thus, Mr. Rafiq need to have further analysing on the issue arise. So in this case, Porter 5 forces framework can be used to evaluate and analyse the competitive structure of an industry by looking at 5 competitive forces which influence and form the potential for profit. So the study of Porter 5 forces in the industry does more than look at the direct competitors in the market. This examines various aspects of the competitive structure and economic structure of the market, which include bargaining power of buyers, bargaining power of suppliers, threats of new entrants, and also threats of substitute products. But after all, Sempoi but still could gain a competitive advantage over other competitors. This is because the innovative product that attract consumer, particularly those who love healthy drinks, which like Kruma milk, latte milk, and cocoa milk drinks. So consumer were pleased by the unique of Sempoi Bak products because there is no added preservatives. Okay, now let's move to the next issue, which is limited operation machine hours. So this is one of the problems in the company, which is they have a limited operation machine hours, which will affect the operation of the company and make the production a little bit slower. So Sempoi Park served 6 days a week and was closed on a Friday. So on average, there were about 200 to 300 bottles of production per day. The daily capacity for 500 milliliter, however, was 500 bottles, and the machines can only operate twice a day. So normally the machines will run for the first run in the morning. Then the machine will clean up and sterilize for about 4 hours, and after which the machine will restarted the operation again. So the first production usually begin at 8 a.m. and finish about 11 a.m. And then the next operation took place at 3 p.m. was finished at 6 p.m. So in order to maximize the production, the company needs to upgrade their machines or added more machines in the daily operation. But since the company financials still growing and unstable, so it make it harder to do any changes. So through porters also, the company can also analyze the value change. So there are two approach that can be used in a value change analysis, which are cost and also differentiation advantage. But in this case, the focus is on the cost advantage. So ideally, evaluating the value change would help you find areas for optimum productivity and profitability that can be optimized. And then by the analyzing and assessing product quality and service efficiency along with the cost, the company will definitely identify and execute strategies to make an improvement. Alright, okay, now let's move to the last issue, which is poor marketing techniques. So this is other main problem of the company, which is poor marketing techniques. So as being said by Mr. Rafiq, about 70% of the business resources are needed for marketing of the product, absorbing a big chunk of the budget every year. So in the beginning of the journey, the company used a word of mouth um, campaign marketing strategies to boost their sales. Then after that, they are using social media such as Facebook, Instagram, a video of testimonials, paid reviews, and also over radio, which is Kedah FM. Even though using various channel of marketings, but for Mr. Rafiq, it's still not enough to promote the product into the market. He also negotiate with several hypermarkets and also supermarkets to market his product more widely, but unfortunately it failed due to his own financial constraints. So, same goes to the previous issues. The value chain analysis can also be used in this kind of situation, but in this case, the differentiation advantages is the one that need to focus on. So, the goal is to identify the activities which one generate the most value for customer. So this may include use of relative marketing techniques and understanding about goods and processes and meeting customers' expectation. So the goal basically to evaluate this strategy is to improvise the value which focusing on increased options on customized products or service and adding product features to improve the activity value. So therefore, business can define difference which can be retained and which adds the most value. So that's all from me. Thank you. Question 1 is identify the leadership style of Mr. Rafiq. So it is a democratic leadership. The democratic leadership is also can call as the participative leadership, which is involves subordinates in the decision making. As instance, Mr. Rafiq in this case is Mr. Rafiq has a good collaboration with their staff, so he has a good bonding with their staff, and the staff can learn to make decision because of the Mr. Rafiq and without depend on the Mr. Rafiq fully for them to make a decision. So the advantage of the democratic leadership is can increase subordinates commitment level and also can create many opinion. But the disadvantage is has a low speed in the decision making. For the question 2, list the entrepreneurial characteristics that embedded in the Mr. Rafiq. First is create new ideas. Mr. Rafiq have many ideas in creating a new recipes, which are kurma milk, latte milk, and cocoa milk. And Mr. Rafiq also is a hard work and commitment person, which is he attend many finance and accounting courses to improve or increase their knowledge in the finance. He also has a self-motivation, which is always aware with the next challenges that will happen. Even though in 2015 to 2016, he bear with the losses of the Sempoi Park.
I was assigned to explain question 3 and 4. Question 3 says that identify the type of risks involved in standpoint bar. The first one is financial risk. Some business had problems in regarding their financial resources when they have lack of revenue or extra costs incurred. As per TV Rahat Trading, at the early stage of the business, Mr. Rafiq could not afford to install CCTV at his premise due to the lack of financial resources. Besides that, he could not satisfy the expected salary demanded by the staff since he only operated a small and medium enterprise. The second one is risk in determining the right price. Mr. Rafiq wanted to enjoy increased sales of kurma milk, and he knows that the sales price must be higher than production cost. Thus, the determination of the right price was crucial. If he set a high price for his product, he might have to face the risk of customers refusing to buy their product and cause a huge loss to them due to unsold products. However, if he set a low price of the product, he might get lower revenue and could not meet the cost. The third one is market risk. As a new entrant, Mr. Rafiq surely has several competitors that already exist in the market, such as Farm Fresh, Good Day, Summerfield, Dutch Lady, and Marigold. He might be able to maintain in the market and overcome the market risk since his product were innovative product that could attract the customers, especially those who love healthy drinks. Question number 4 is apply relevant concepts of risk assessment for Sempoi Bar. There are 5 steps of risk assessment that can be applied by the company, which are the step 1 is identify hazard or anything that may cause harm. Hazard can be classified into 4, which are physical, mental, chemical, and biological hazard. As for Sempoi Bar, hazard could be involved is physical hazard, where the usage of machinery in the production. To avoid any hazard from happen, the workers need to have an adequate knowledge about its function and how to use the machine. Step 2, decide who may be harmed and how. The production workers or full-time workers are the most likely may be harmed because they are the one who in charge in producing and handling all those things before the products turn into finished goods. They could not be harmed. They could be harmed if they misuse the machinery or did not wear any protection during the production process. Step 3, assess the risk and act on it. The employers should take precautious action in reducing the level of risk. As for Sempoi Bar, Mr. Rafiq can put a supervisor at each process to assess the risk at all times, then supervise and monitor the process, such as how the employees work, whether they follow the procedure in using the machinery or not, and many else. Step 4, make a recording of findings. Mr. Rafiq should record in writing the findings of the risk assessment that include the details of any hazard and the action taken by him in order to reduce and eliminate the hazard. And step 5, the last step is reviewing the risk assessment. The risk assessment is a document that should be reviewed in order to ensure that Mr. Rafiq had provided a safe workplace environment for his employees.
Hi guys, we meet again. So now I will explain the question number 5, which is analyze the relevant internal control activities of Sempoi Bar. This is my answer, and these are the important internal control activities done by Sempoi Bar. So first is organizational chart of GB Raha Trading. So Mr. Rafiq has created this organizational chart with roles and position of each employees. This is to make sure that they know what they're supposed to do and only follow the roles given. So this also helps the employees to keep on track. And the next one, we have payment of salaries to employees and commission to agents. So Mr. Rafiq knows that cost of salaries can be a burden to the companies if they overpay them, but it can also be a burden if they underpay them. So Mr. Rafiq has implemented the payment of RM 1,100 for each employee, which is suitable for the employee and also comply with the government's minimum wage policy. So Sempoi Bar also pays commission to the agents based on their sales, so that high sales, high commission. This is to make sure that they control the cost. And then we have financial activities controlled by Mr. Rafiq. So because Mr. Rafiq is the owner and he control the financial activities in this company, he knows the cost for each raw material, and this is to avoid um, from uh, from buying too many raw material. So he only buy for what is needed to produce the products. So this is to avoid damages for the uh, raw material, and also avoiding to uh, lose money. Okay, and then next we have number 6. Identify and classify the fixed and variable cost of Sempoibak. So again, this is my answers. So fixed cost, we have rental, which is 560 ringgit per month, loan repayment 200 ringgit per month, salary as mentioned 1100 ringgit per staff, and we have utility bills, internet, water, electricity, and we have depreciation, office furniture and machinery. And then we move to variable costs. We have call-off dates, UHT milk, sales commission for agents, packaging, and petrol expenses. Okay, so that's all for my part. I pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Alright, so for now, I will discuss you regarding for the questions that are covered in reports. Okay, for my parts, I will cover the question 7 and also question 6. Like you can see right in the pictures below. So for questions 8, for the question 7, the question asking us to indicate and also list down the direct material cost, direct labor cost, and also we have overhead cost. Okay, let's discuss one by one. For the first one, we got the direct materials cost. So basically, we know that direct material cost is a cost is incurred by the company to produce the products, right? The means of the product. So what are the costs that incurred by Mr. Rafiq to produce the product? So like you can see right in the picture below, is referring for the cost of the good day milks. That we have dates, we have cocoa powder, plastic bottles, red sugar, elements, creamer, and also we have fern leaf milks. So now we have the direct labor cost. Direct labor cost is related with the employee, means that in these cases is referring for the employee's salary. And last one is referring for the overhead cost. For the overhead cost means that here is a cost that is not related to the direct material cost and also direct labor cost. Means that here when we have the overhead cost based on this of the company, what is it? For the first one is referring for rental cost of new premise, utilities bills included the electricity, water, and also we have internet. Then we have the insurance, agents commissions, office equipments such as computer or telephone, and the last one we got interest on the loans and also petrol expenses. Okay, for questions of the questions 8, the question asking us to clarify the cost incurred by sample box, whether it is a product cost or the period cost. So based on our own of the opinion, so it's referring for the product cost. Because of what is a product cost means that the company, the means of the business of the company means that they are produce the product. It's not referring for the period. So basically what we have in terms of this one, examples of the regarding for product cost, like if you can see right in the cases also, they are mentioned that there is a fixed cost, there are variable costs. That's why it's referring for the product cost. So I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Alright, so next let's move to the question 9. So in this question 9, it requires us to compute contribution margin per unit and also contribution margin ratio for all the 3 products, which is Kuma milk, Kuma latte, and cocoa milk. So what you have to do is now is just calculate. So for contribution margin per unit, the formula is selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. So as you know, the selling price and variable cost is already given in the case. So it's easier for us to calculate. So let's calculate for Kuma milk. Contribution margin per unit is 2 ringgit 50 cents minus 1 ringgit 45. So you will get 1 ringgit and 5 cents. Same goes to Kuma latte. The formula 2 ringgit 50 cents selling price minus the variable cost 1 ringgit 5 cents, you will get 1 ringgit and 45 cents. And also for cocoa milk, 2 ringgit 50 cents minus 1 ringgit and 41 cents, you will get 1 ringgit and 9 cents. So next is contribution margin ratio. The formula sales minus variable cost divided by sales. So this is based on the unit price. So for kurma milk, the CM ratio, as you already calculate earlier, which is sales minus variables, 2 ringgit 50 cent minus 1 ringgit 45. So divide by 2 ringgit 50 cent the sales, and you will get 0.42. Or if you change it to percentage, you will get 42%. Same goes to kurma latte, and after the calculation, you will get 58%. And for cocoa milk, same formula is used, and you will get 43.6%. Alright, that's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I will proceed with question 10, which is compute the break-even sales in a unit for kurma milk, kurma latte and cocoa milk. We will start answering this question by list down all the fixed costs. We will get all the fixed costs from the cases that we have read before, which is rent, utility, water, electric, transportation, depreciation and salaries. The total fixed cost that I have calculated is 8,564. After we get the fixed cost, we need to find the contribution margin for each product. How to get contribution margin? We just need to deduct variable cost from the selling price. For the kurma milk, we will get 1.5 since we deduct 1.45 from the 2.5, which is the selling price. Next, for the kurma latte, we will get 1.45, and for the cocoa milk, we will get 1.09. After we get the contribution margin, we need to find the sales proportion. How to get the sales proportion? For the kurma milk, we will take 500 product for 1 day and times by 26 days, and we will times by the 40%, which is the contribution for each product. Same goes the kurma latte and cocoa milk. We will get all the amount that I have stated here. Then we need to find the weightage average. For weightage average for kurma milk, we just need to times 105, which is the contribution margin for the kurma milk, with the sales proportion. Okay, we will do it for the kurma latte and cocoa milk too. Then after we get all the weightage average, we just need to sum up all the kurma milk, kurma latte and cocoa milk weightage average, which is we will get 50,600. This 50,600 is for 30,000 unit of milk. How to get 30,000? We just need to times the product for each day times the day the company is operated, which is 500 bottle times 26 days. Then we need to find for 1 unit, which is 50,600 divided by 30,000 unit of water, which is we will get 1 ringgit and 20 cent. This is weightage average for contribution margin for 1 unit of bottle. This 1 ringgit and 20 cent is for contribution margin for 1 bottle of milk. Moving on to how to get the break-even point. As we calculate before, we have found that fixed cost and contribution margin. To get break-even point, we need to divide fixed cost with contribution margin. Okay, first we take the 8,564 divide by 1 ringgit and 20 cent. We will get 7,137. The company need to sell 7,137 units in order to get break-even point for 3 types of milk. Okay, after we get the whole BEP, we need to make it as a proportion according to the percentage that have been given before, which is 40% for BEP kurma milk, 35% for kurma latte, and cocoa milk is 25%. BEP for kurma milk, after we calculate, we will get 2,855 units. kurma latte 2,498 unit, and cocoa milk we will get 1,684 unit. To make sure the answer is correct, we need to do this computation. First, with sales minus variable cost, we will get contribution margin. If the contribution margin is equal to fixed cost, which is we will get operating income, the operating income is 0, our answer is correct. Next question is identify other qualitative factor that arise in Sempoi Bak. Okay, there is 3 qualitative factor that arise in Sempoi Bak, which is the first one is employee, second is customer, and next one is the product. The first one is employee moral. We start with employee moral. The qualitative factor that will give great impact on Sempoi Bak may be employee moral. Employee turnover, for example, will never improve employee moral. If the employee take their job not serious and has no responsibilities on their job, the percentage of turnover may be increased. Turnover of an employee is not good because each time a new worker is hired, Sempoi Bak need to invest an amount of money for the training, etc. As a result, the company will increase the expenses, and the expenses cannot be fully utilized. The next one is present of future customer. Present of future customer satisfaction level is crucial for the development of Sempoi Bak. Customer satisfaction is where the goods or service a business provide meet customer expectation. One of the reason why customer is qualitative factor in Sempoi Bak is the customer will help the companies to stand out of the competition in the industry. The opinion from the customer is like an investment for Sempoi Bak for their future product. The opinion from the customer is like an investment post for Sempoi Bak for their future product. Sempoi Bak can run a survey on their satisfaction level towards the product, and Sempoi Bak can take the data to develop new product according to data. The last one is the product quality. It may be possible to use somewhat cheaper component in products. However, if this done too much, it may create an overall impression of reduction quality, which may lead customer to buy fewer products. For example, Mr. Rafiq very particular with quality of product used in the milk. He will choose only date from high quality product where it's not too soft or too hard, and he will purchase the date from UAE. By having a good quality of dates, they are confident that they will produce only the best milk compared to the other competitors.